Yes, I still disappointed me, like, cause I didn't let go everything I tried to let go, but I think it's just time, I had a long layoff, from fighting, and Dustin Ortiz is very crafty opponent. He comes forward a lot, so that kind of makes it a little harder, for us. But then I knew that I had the cardio and I had the strength, to break him, and that's what I did. And I was like, right off the bat, I felt very confident, he was going coming in, and I kind of like, took, it took a little bit to get going, but then when I got going, like, I knew it. Every round I knew I was ahead, But then I made some mistakes because I could have finished the fight. And then the second round, I took his back, could have finished that, and I clearly could have finished the third round. When I spread him out, I was between ground and pound to the end or getting the choke, and I couldn't do neither. So I was disappointed in that way, but I'm happy that I overwhelmed him with pressure. Non-stop. I was, like in my mind, like I think I could have been more excited. But I guess for me, like to fight somebody like him, it was good. I just did enough, but it's not enough for me. I gotta really, try to get better, and come even more aggressive because people that I want to fight next are very aggressive, so I gotta step up the game.
How close was that armbar in the second round? Do you think if you would have had a little more time on the
No,
clock?
no. I think if I should have went early, I was trying to like spend more time on the back. I should have went early. If I would have went early, I would have got it. At least I would have break his arm. He would have no arm in the second round, but or third round, whatever. I don't remember what round it was, but it was a little bit too late.
How was his jiu-jitsu compared to yours? Because yours was one of those tight, suffocating, they don't breathe. And you started stretching them out in the first round, and I thought you were going to flatten them out and take it, and then you got the armbar. So how do you think his jiu-jitsu was compared to yours? Because there was no doubt who was controlling the jiu-jitsu, and yours was crushing it. But did you think you had it more than you did when you were flattening him, or did you think it was going easier?
No. I think in my mind there's too much going through my mind. I was trying to find an opening to finish him, but then he would just keep himself very tight, and then I should have just stayed busy, the ground and pound, and focusing, spread my hips on his lower back, and then I was just between trying to finish and trying to spread, and I couldn't do neither, But I think his jiu-jitsu was good enough to survive, But then he didn't even try to fight back much, So I just tried to control him and trying to find an opening to finish, I didn't feel much offensive coming from him on the ground. He just pretty much tried to find himself a little room to get up, and I was able to control him.
When you were game planning for this fight, was there anything that you saw that you thought that he might be giving up his back as often as he did?
What's that?
Did you think he'd give up his back as much as he did?
Yeah, I think, I knew I was going to put the pressure. My jiu-jitsu game is that type of game. Suffocate him to either give him the mount, he's going to give him the mount, he's going to give the back. Usually they give the back. Wrestlers, they always give the back. So that's what I tried to capitalize, and I'm a little disappointed now that I felt I could have finished the fight, in a way. But the other way, I just beat Dustin Ortiz because he's definitely a name in the division. He's not somebody, he's not a champ in the division. He's somebody good. He beat some good guys, and so I'm happy to get a dominant win like I did.
Coming off the Formiga fight, how important was it for you to just get the win tonight?
Oh, extremely important, man. I would be devastated if I would lose this fight right now, So thank God I got the W, and that pays off of the break, man. I was 8 months frustrated, trying to get a fight, I couldn't get a fight. So that wears down on you, when you don't know when to push camp, you don't know when to relax. And then finally, I will help my teammates get through their fights, and then finally got mine. I got the W. Now I deserve some rest, but I'm already looking for his next week winner, and I'll try to get the winner of that fight.
I'm sure you don't want any more time off. You want to get in there back as quickly as possible.
Man. Yeah. I'm enjoying a week, and I'm good. I had enough rest. Frustration.
Is there somebody that makes sense for you as far as a next opponent?
In my mind, I want the winner, Makovsky and Jose Benavidez. I think that it's a big fight. Like the whoever wins that fight, is definitely top name in the division. And those type of fights I want. I want somebody that can move me forward to a title picture.
Those are both guys that have pretty good wrestling pedigrees, at least as far as MMA is concerned.
Very, yeah.
Do you expect those fights to kind of play out the same?
Benavidez is one best guys. He's the best guy in the division besides Dimitri. So he's definitely somebody I want to capitalize on.
Do you feel like they kind of fall into the same game plan that you had for Dustin Ortiz?
No. That has as we change little things. They're not. Ortiz is very unique as far as styles, you know, the way he comes forward, the way that he mixes everything, you know, and he, I'm happy in a way that I wear him down. He's the type of guy that third round, he beats people in the third round. So I said, man, not me, you know, like he's already done in the first round, and then I just disappointed I couldn't finish. But going to the third round, I knew it, you know. And he did some reverse stays, but it didn't worry me.
Can you give jiu-jitsu fighters who are starting MMA advice? Because a lot of them, they don't transition well, and they do knee on belly, and they keep the pressure and keep everything tight. And then when punches start getting thrown, it all goes out the window. How do you drill it? How do you make sure you keep the pressure tight and you stay on your opponent and you don't give space? What advice could you give?
I think my advice is, a jiu-jitsu fighter in MMA, you need a high level wrestling. Without wrestling, you don't have jiu-jitsu. You know, if you fight striking, if you fight a decent wrestler with a little bit of hands, you're not gonna take him down unless you trick him in a half guard and pull guard or something like that. But it's very unique nowadays. You know, like somebody like Ryan Hall, you know, he has a unique style. But besides him, I think the jiu-jitsu guys, first of all, in my opinion, you know, is the wrestler. You know, once a jiu-jitsu fighter taking anybody down, he will have an edge on the bottom or on top. You know, but then I think the key is take the guy down. You know, and the other way is jiu-jitsu guy needs to train the wrestlers, because the wrestler is so good of create scramble get up. In jiu-jitsu we don't have scrambles. We move transition to transition. In rest they scramble and they get back up. You know, so that's something that frustrates us very much. Somebody like myself, when I train Alliance MMA in Chula Vista, everybody's a foreign D1 wrestler, and then they like you take them down. You know, finally get to take them down. They create a little bit of scramble, and boom, right back up on the field. Spend no energy and you're already tired. You know, so I tell some guys, like, you know, when I train Dominic Cruz, like, take Dominic Cruz down. It's not the hardest thing. The hardest thing is keep him down. Like, I have, like, man, you spend 3 times as energy that you spend to take him down. You know, so I think you have for jiu-jitsu guys, for us, we have to work on. You know.
And how do you think jiu-jitsu is going in terms of, you have these guys who train sport jiu-jitsu, and then they come into MMA and they're trying to do berimbolo and they're trying to butt scoot. Do you think that's just, if you're going to fight, don't do it?
I think some things would work, some things it would never work. You know, like if you have somebody that do like a berimbolo, but somebody that doesn't mind get hit. If you get hit, you're gonna keep it going. Eventually, you're going to succeed. Take the guys back, or go end up some type of submissions. But if you go for a berimbolo, go upside down, then you get hit, you know, in the head. And some guys, for some people, everything goes out of the window. You know, then you get ground and pound. You know, and that'll be over. But the people that do berimbolo and everything, if they can, you know, like take a hit, they'll be successful. You know, that's what it comes down to.